So what can we do with all of this? This could, again, like I said, we could treat this almost like the Grand Canyon. We see it, we're awed at its size and its beauty, but we turn away, we go home, and it makes no impact on our day-to-day life. But the truth of who Jesus is, the Word who became flesh and made his dwelling among us, means that his grace is meant to dwell with us. So what are some ways we can begin thinking through how this truth changes everything for us? Well, I have a couple. This isn't, an inexhaustible list. There are so many ways that we could conceptualize what it means to apply this to our lives. But hear this. Because he dwells among us, we can know that we are never, ever alone. Part of this world, part of the lies of this world, is that we live in a place where so often we can feel incredible loneliness, even in a crowd. And this is just heightened in this time of COVID, where we've lived through almost an entire calendar year of social distancing, stuck at home, unable to get together with friends the way we want to. We can feel like we are stuck and alone. But hear this. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us with you. And now we are never alone. We are never alone. The embodied grace of God in Jesus Christ is with us always. Here's another one. Because he shows us his grace and he shows himself as the fountain of all grace, we don't need to go anywhere else to find our strength and our identity. We don't need to go anywhere else to find our worthiness. He is full of grace and truth, and that is a fountain for us to continually draw upon. So when we're tempted to look toward other things like status or money or whatever it may be, popularity, when we're tempted to look toward things that cannot satisfy us, we can turn away and we can say, no, Jesus Christ and his grace for me is an inexhaustible fountain of all I need for my worthiness, for my identity, for my strength. And so we can come back to him time and time again. We can encourage ourselves with this truth. And here's another one. And this goes along with it. Because he reveals God to us in the most clear way, we don't have to wonder about God's intentions for us. We don't have to live in this world wondering what God wants for us. God is about our good. The way that good parses out doesn't always seem clear to us. Again, we live in a world that doesn't work the way it's supposed to. But we can be convinced that the God who sent Jesus Christ to suffer for us, to rise from the dead victorious for us, will not fail to have enough grace for us today, tomorrow, and for eternity. He will not fail to bring us to himself. He will not fail to show us his grace.